Hey guys, we're in day 4 of the Living with Power Bible reading plan. Today, Genesis 10, 11, and 12. And we're in Psalm chapter 4. And a lot happening in today's reading. But basically, we hit some genealogies first, and then moving into the Tower of Babel, where God protects man from man's effort to be independent of God. Basically, people get together and decide to build a huge skyscraper for all it's worth. And they say the words that they use are, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth." And they were building a world away from God, independent of God. And so God, to protect, in his mercy, to protect man, disperses them and allows there to be multiple languages, so that there is a dependence on the Lord. And the contrast, pay attention, in Genesis chapter 12 is instead of man working hard to make a name for themselves, God calls a man, Abraham, and tells him that God would make a name of him and a great nation of him. And then by blessing him, he would bless the whole world. And of course, the promise of a Messiah coming through Abraham in Genesis chapter 12, when he says to him, "Go from your country and your kindred, and I will make of you a great nation. I will bless you." And we're going to be building on the Abrahamic covenant. But for now, just kind of think about Abraham's life. He had lost his brother, and his father was taking care of Lot. And of course, they were all living together. And then the father dies, and Abraham ends up leaving his land and moving in obedience to God, asking him to follow him, not knowing where he was going. Hebrews 11 refers to Abraham's step of faith. So a really inspiring time of the world, where God moves from being a general God, created the world, loving people as a whole because he is love, but now choosing a person, Abraham, loving him and having a plan for his life. And now we today also have the opportunity to follow God personally through Jesus Christ. But just want you to ponder a little bit of the contrast between the Tower of Babel and how man wanted to live apart from God. In fact, today's big idea, and I'll end with that, is summarized in these words: trying to make a name for yourself without God is death, but letting God make a name for you is life. And so do you know life? Are you trying to build a world apart from God, or are you dependent on the Lord in all things, following him by faith like Abraham did? The famine hit, and Abraham had to grow in faith, but God was always there, protecting him, guarding him, and all that pertained to him, as he has promised to do for you as you follow him. All right, praying for you, love you, and I'll catch you tomorrow.